Hey, everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino, and do we have an announcement for you? I'm so thrilled to be here today with the man who is going to be counting down the hits. Top 25, baby. The top 25 moments in Survivor history, or dare I say, the top 25 moments in Survivor history. Countdown is here. So give it up for Mike Bloom.
Thank you, Rob, for introducing me before Casey Kasem assumingly embodies my spirit.
Counting down to number one.
Yeah, it feels a little odd not doing that, but I am trying to do my best, Casey, here. I do look a little bit like Shaggy on my day-to-day, so I feel like that makes sense. But yeah, there we go. Rob, the silver anniversary, but we've got a gold medal concept here as we will be revealing the 25 greatest moments in Survivor history. And as is appropriate, Rob, with this time of year, it's in the hands of the fans.
It's in the hands of the fans. It is time to vote once again. And so we are going to be putting out a form to the listeners of RHAP and the Survivor community writ large to help us narrow down this list of 100 moments to our top 25 countdown. And you can do that. Go to robinswebsite.com/top25, where you can see this collection, this curated list of we kept it 100, Mike, 100 moments from Survivor history, where you can vote for your picks for the top 25 countdown.
Yeah, so let's explain the inside schmergenbarl of this for a second. So, in the process of this cockamamie idea popping into our collective minds, we decided, listen, in an open ballot text entry would be fun, but we wanted to come up with some sort of list for people to vote on initially, something to pare down a quarter of a decade of Survivor. And so we turned to our own version of the Survivor Illuminati, essentially.
Oh, no.
A hand-picked, behind-the-scenes group that includes former players, that includes RHAP podcasters, includes some of
the Survivor Deep State.
Exactly. So some of our fellow members of the Survivor media as well. They had submitted some of their best moments in Survivor history. As a result, we have collated everything together, and we have in front of you all the big 100 moments from across 25 years of Survivor. But we need to get down to 25, and that is up to you all. So the way this is going to work is starting right now, actually, as we are talking, you can go to robhasawebsite.com/top25, and you'll be taken to one of our favorites here on RHAP, a Google form that has all 100 moments listed out in chronological order. So starting with Borneo, working its way down through 48. And you have the ability to select up to 25 of what are, in your opinion, from this list, the best moments, the greatest moments in Survivor history. In assembling this list, we made an effort to try to include at least one moment from every season, so all of Survivor is represented. You might look at this list and think, I don't want to necessarily vote for that, or I don't know why this season should have made the top 100. That's okay. Don't vote for it. Again, it's in your hands. Check up to 25. It could be as small as one if there's just one you want to push through, but you can choose up to a quarter of the list of the greatest. Rob, I don't feel like we need to necessarily push criteria onto people, but that's the adjective that we went with personally.
Yeah. It's your decision, what you want to do. It's in the hands of the fans. You will not be ranking these things 1 to 25. We didn't want to give you too much homework. Feel free to make your own list.
And they do say ranking moments is arbitrary and reductive.
Yeah, you are just going to be checking off the moments that you would like to see included in the list of top 25 moments. We will then go tally the votes after the polling closes this Tuesday, May 27th. And so you'll have 6 days of voting. We will tally the votes, and whatever gets the most votes, you will hear in a 5-part series coming to RHAP in June, kicking off on June 4th, Wednesday, June 4th, and continuing all through the month of June here on RHAP, starting with episode number 1, counting down moments 25 to 21.
Right. So essentially, this is just going to be one big reveal show stretched across the beloved month of June into July, where I'll be sitting down with a guest each and every week to break down 5 moments at a time through the results. So we'll keep pushing until we find what was voted upon by you all out there as the number one greatest moment in Survivor history. This is such a great nexus, Rob, to be at in Survivor history.
Yeah.
Of course, at the time this is coming out, Survivor 48, we're eagerly anticipating the finale. We're also anticipating a teaser for Survivor 49, a first look coming tonight. It's been recently announced that the Survivor 50 cast is allegedly being, showcased to the public on Wednesday, the 28th. And on top of all that, the entire reason for this experiment is that on May 31st, we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Survivor. And so we were trying to figure out here a way to commemorate the occasion and all the stuff that this show has given us over the past quarter century. And this is what we came up with. And I'm very excited to see what is going to make this list. It was a tough list for us to make in the first place and cut stuff out of. It's not going to be an easy job for the listeners out there to get it down to 25.
25 years. Let's get it down to 25 moments as we will count them down in the month of June. I think this is going to be a really fun series. Looking forward to hearing it week by week. Mike, anything else you want to add as we send people out to vote?
Well, one thing to add is something that is the possibility of adding a moment that perhaps did not make the list. So at the bottom of this form, which again is at robhasawebsite.com/top25, we do have a potential for a write-in candidate. If for whatever reason, there's a moment that you feel in your heart is in the best 25 moments in Survivor history, and it did not make our list, you can write it in. You can let your voice be heard. So there is an option for those that want to, shout out a moment that maybe did not make the cut. And who knows, maybe if there's enough groundswell support behind it, it might end up showing up on the 25 for all we know.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what to do. Okay. Any idols and advantages? Now is the time to play them. Head on over to vote.
Please don't play the steal a vote. Like, everyone should get a vote.
Yeah. Don't steal a vote. Look, if you want a safety without power, that's on you. robhasawebsite.com/top25 to cast your votes. And of course, Mike, we are looking forward to following all of the Survivor breaking news whenever it breaks.
Yes, exactly. As has been revealed over the past couple of days or so, Survivor information can just pop up out of nowhere. And what I'm really excited about as well is that in the lead up to the 25th anniversary, I'll be putting out a bunch of content over on parade.com, including a very fun experiment I did with Matt Van Wagenen, where he got to create, Rob. We talk about the gamesmanship that comes with Survivor, but we got into the toy aspect where Matt came up with a list of 25 non-winning Survivor players that he wants to make an action figure line out of. And got a really big thing coming on the anniversary proper. Jeff Probst, top 25 Survivor seasons.
Okay. In order?
In chronological order, I should say. Again, ranking is arbitrary and reductive.
Wow, that's going to create some discourse in the alumni community of like the top half. Who's in Jeff's top half of seasons he likes?
Yeah, well, it is very top heavy, this list. So check that out.
Not feeling too good for your friends from the Amazon, but I guess we'll wait and see. So Mike, very much looking forward to all of that. Of course, this is going to be a very newsy couple of weeks here. So make sure you are locked in and subscribed to RHAP. On YouTube, go to watch RHAP.com. On the podcast side, go to getrhap.com and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss anything that happens here in the next couple of weeks. Mike, where else can people keep up with you?
At a Mike Bloom type on social media. Those pieces I just mentioned will be out over at parade.com. And as you mentioned, whether it be Survivor or otherwise, if there's any breaking news in the wild world of reality TV, I am in your eyes and ears at the Reality Flash. And you better bet, Rob, that people better be checking their watches on Wednesday, May 28th, because if and when that Survivor 50 cast drops, we will be there with the immediate reaction to the group that will be filling out this landmark season.
Okay, I can't wait to hear everything you have in store, Mike. Hope you enjoy voting on the top 25 moments in Survivor history. robhasawebsite.com/top25. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.